So there's been some huge major Marvel rival news lately. Basically, there's a tournament with $40,000 on the line, and there's a man on this team absolutely carrying the team, while there's a woman who's 0-5 with 0 assists. I don't know if Marvel Rivals really works the same way as Overwatch does, but if you have 0 assists, that means you literally haven't even damaged somebody who's been killed in the game. So anyways, the guy who's carrying the team was visibly annoyed and had this to say.
Okay, guys. Pace and point proven right now. Do you understand?
Well, you've been making me play circles. I'm gonna
How
play.
do you not see the problem right now?
Wait, first of all, it's
that ass Kingsman, like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, bro.
You're doing too much.
Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
No. She shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
I'm
You're
getting
only
value
able
because
to
I'm
rebuild them
1v6ing.
So this clip you just saw, this guy got removed from the tournament because of this, because he was calling out a teammate for being bad. And the person that you hear defending the woman is not the actual woman, it's another woman on the team. This woman then went to go backbite the shit out of this man, calling him a loser.
Character? No, I know, bro. Everyone thinks this guy's a loser. Kingsman's a
like
loser.
a bug. That's just what happens.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that. And we're still gonna play Widow.
She then goes on in the TikTok comment section saying, I don't want to win with somebody who can't take no for an answer. I don't know if this is just her saying she doesn't want to play with somebody who's like whining and stuff, or if she's trying to imply that this guy is a borderline rapist for trying to make a woman switch on Marvel Rivals. Either way, this is the team captain supposedly, and she just threw a $40,000 tournament because of her ego. Obviously, somebody who wants to win the tournament and is also right is not going to take no for an answer. Ma'am, you are literally burning $40,000. Can you not do that? Please, ma'am, I'm begging you. Ugh, what a weirdo. Can you just take no for an answer? She then goes on to bash him in her Discord server, saying, I'm pretty sure he spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games, which is why he lacks social skills. Him spending 20 years of his life inside playing video games is the only reason why you guys won that round. Oh my god, big surpriser. A man who's dedicated to video games is playing in a video game tournament. It makes you wonder why these women either aren't as dedicated or why they are playing in a tournament in the first place. Oh, so apparently it was just a creator cup. So it was just a bunch of Marvel rival streamers playing in a tournament together to promote the new Deadpool character. And it seems like the community had noticed that that was the better player. LOL, Glazing Kingsman for what? Now y'all gonna lose. Kicked out y'all best player. He did it to himself, she responds. What did he do? Want to win? Then in another screenshot, she says, yo, Kingsman cocksuckers, screenshot this. Y'all think I ain't seen the toxicity in the Kingsman Discord? W not spreading hate from the mods and Kingsman community. She claims that she was saying this type of stuff in her Discord out of a panic attack. That's kind of ironic because the tweet above this is an apology tweet from her saying that she's going to take accountability for her actions. So was it her or was it the panic attack? I'm sorry I failed to realize that I need to take proper accountability on here as well. Many of you saw my replies and they were defensive, deflecting, and argumentative. I was busy fighting to defend myself and I've deleted them now because I realized what you guys wanted from me was a sincere apology. As a team captain, I have responsibility to make accommodations for all my teammates while advocating for my Widow OTP. I also need to better respect Kingsman's wishes. Once the team environment became disruptive, I needed to de-escalate with a solution for both parties. A simple, hey guys, let's try this game with Widow, then the next one we can switch things up could have worked. Emotions were high and I failed to notice, which resulted in me snapping at Kingsman. I apologize, as no matter what, raising voices and instantly shutting down a teammate is not the right thing to do. I also should have reprimanded the comments directed at Kingsman once the scrims were over. I needed to hold everyone accountable. I also apologize for calling Kingsman a loser, and I should not have read that chat in the first place. It was very disrespectful as Kingsman was just trying to win, and as a leader, I needed to lead without emotions and a clear view. I said good vibes are important but failed to create that properly. Before Kingsman video went out, I had already reflected, which is why I didn't realize you guys needed to hear it too. I'm sorry my Twitter fingers went first and not this. I tried my best to be ready as captain, preparing a spreadsheet with various comps and playstyles, but I learned that being a team captain is more than strategies, it's about everyone on the team. they all need to have a say. Do they need to have a say when they're 0-5-0 playing Black Widow and your most experienced best player on the team is telling them to switch, and instead of you being like, hey, you know what, maybe this guy is right, maybe she does need a switch so we can win this game, instead you create this huge issue out of it. If this was like some tournament, you know, charity tournament or something, I'd be like, whatever, but this is like a prize tournament. I don't really be playing Marvel Rivals, so I'm not up with the meta and stuff in the game, but Kingsman had apparently said that they need to run a triple support, which seems to be some kind of meta slave meta.
Well, that's the thing, support pool is really good with triple. That's what makes him really good, is triple support.
We're not gonna run triple support.
We're not gonna run triple support for the tournament?
No, we're not.
Where did you get that idea that we were?
GG, we lost! What? No, guys, I want to try hard this Sony,
if
but
you don't run triple support, like hard meta, we're never winning.
it's a $40,000 tourney, guys.
I'm not really sure on how this works, but I assume that if you have one DPS that's a dead weight and another DPS that is solely carrying the game, it might be good to run a triple support. I also think it might be good for some people to try and take accountability, because apparently Kingsman not only is the best player on the team, he's literally rank 1 on PC. I'm not sure if that's rank 1 on the character or if rank 1 in general, but either way, that's surprisingly impressive. And you have a woman who's like in his ear telling him that he's wrong and that she knows better, because this is apparently the team captain's response to that.
I call Kingsman a meta slave. I know he plays Magic, and I know Magic isn't meta. The reason why I called him a meta slave was because the first conversation we ever even had was that he wanted the triple support. Then the second day of scrims, his first conversation with me was that he wants us to run triple support. And then the conversation came to Peel. He wanted the perfect counter to Hulk, Venom, Spider-Man with Bucky, and he was very adamant about that. He didn't want to even try playing Black Widow.
Bro, imagine being ranked 1 Marvel Rivals player and you're telling these people how to play the game so you can win a $40,000 tournament, and they're like, no, I think we're going to do what we want.
Whenever I signed up for the tournament, no one knew it was going to have a prize pool. No one knew it was going to have $40,000. All it said was Creator Cup.
But apparently he knew, and he was trying to tell you guys that there was $40,000 on the line, and you literally wouldn't listen. Like, I don't believe the fact that she didn't know. I don't think that's possible to sign up for a tournament and not know there's $40,000 on the line. Like, surprise, now we're on the day of the tournament, here's $40,000 if you win. Like, no, he was telling you guys that there was $40,000 on the line, and that you guys needed to try hard for this.
It's a $40,000 tourney, guys.
Yeah. Boston wanted to surprise us.
Oh, so it was a surprise, but for some reason, Kingsman was the only person who knew. Also, once you heard that magical figure, the 40,000, you would think that your brain would switch and be like, okay, yeah, no, let's actually try hard. Let's actually listen to the best player on the team. So if you had $40,000 on the line, who are you listening to? The ranked 1? Or the Diamond E-Girl? The Diamond E-Girl with 200 ping. I mean, dude, how hard would it be to just listen to the better player and swap characters?
Come on,
If you're getting
Matthew.
permadove like that, is better. Because Widow is so frail and so squishy, and I know this because I've gone against every Black Widow, #1 Black Widow, all of them, and you run full dive in Populo.
Everyone thinks
you
this
just
guy's
die for it and you
a
explode.
a good point. You're so right about that. And we're still gonna play Widow.
And you guys are saying, oh, why couldn't Zaza just swap? The issue is that she didn't need to swap. At the start of the conversation, Kingsman asks, if we go against Sammy's team, what do you have for anti-dive, Bucky, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, I can play Widow. And Kingsman responds, that's not multi-anti-dive. And I follow up with,
So this guy who you admit plays more Marvel Rivals than you, is better at the game than you, tries to correct his teammate at the beginning, but then you stuck up for her, causing this entire issue. Of course, the guy is going to constantly go on about it for hours when he was trying to nip the problem in the bud. And yeah, in the end, Kingsman gets kicked from the tournament for apparently complaining too much and bringing the team's vibes down. But I will be honest, and I will side with her on this, it wasn't exactly her who kicked him out of the tournament. I don't think she had the power to do that. It was the tournament creator. He was seeing everything and decides to kick Kingsman out of all people.
sent me a Discord message saying, hey, this is an urgent call, are you available? And I said, okay, I muted everything on stream, picked up the phone, and this is what Boston said to me. I've been getting a lot of messages and clips about Kingsman's disrespectful behavior. He was saying disrespectful things about you guys while muted. He was saying disrespectful things about the tournament, and I'm just not gonna have that, so I'm gonna kick him from the tournament, okay? And then I say, okay, is this confidential? Should I say anything? And he says, no, I'm gonna handle it all.
I get that I'm not getting the bigger picture of everything, but from what I could see, the only times he muted to say quote-unquote disrespectful things was to joke around with his chat saying, oh my god, we lost. Like, we're gonna lose. I'm gonna link everything because I'm probably not getting the whole picture. Maybe you guys can go in and see and judge for yourself. I'm gonna link everything from their videos to the VODs and stuff like that, so check this out in the description. I also want to just say that I was working on an entirely different video, and this was just going to be a segment of that video, but I decided, holy shit, this is such like a rabbit hole. We need to just make an entire video on this. If you want a TLDW, a bunch of e-girls were teamed up with the best player of Marvel Rivals, and they caused him to lose the round 1 of the tournament because they simply wouldn't swap off the character and listen to his callouts.